Next on Worcester News tonight, firefighters battle a 3-alarm fire in the city. Several suffer heat exhaustion while 6 families are displaced. Plus, a new mobile surveillance camera will help Worcester police keep an eye on the town's beaches and parks. After a kidnapping earlier this year, they say it'll help solve crimes. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. More on those stories in a moment, but first, a beautiful day across central Massachusetts. Will the nice weather stretch into the weekend? Let's get a first look at our local forecast to find out.
Well, good evening to you. I'm meteorologist Pamela Gardner. Here in Worcester, our temperatures were very comfortable all afternoon. They're going to stay comfortable through this evening. If you have any dinner plans to eat outdoors, no problem. A few clouds by 7 o'clock, falling down to 66 degrees at 9 o'clock, mostly clear, and then 65 degrees at 11 o'clock, and still nice and comfortable. Overnight tonight, our temperatures dip into the 60s across Worcester County. We're in the upper 60s, though, as you get towards the Boston area, and tomorrow afternoon will be about 86 degrees across the Worcester Hills. Merrimack Valley 85, North Shore, South Shore 82, 83, Metro West 88 degrees, so adding to the heat just a little bit more. The gorgeous stretch of weather does continue, though. We have low humidity for the next couple of days, but then it inches up just in time for the weekend. I'll have your exclusive 10-day forecast for Worcester in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Pamela. Several families are displaced after a three-alarm fire hits an apartment home in Worcester. Firefighters battled the heat as flames quickly spread. Birch Street and a section of Maywood Street were closed as crews responded. It's where we find our Chandler Walsh. She joins us live now with the latest. Chandler.
Olivia, the fire started this afternoon. Birch Street was packed with firefighters, onlookers, and this building's residences. And moments ago, members of the Red Cross and Fire Department were here helping residents. The Worcester Fire Department says 32 people are displaced. Worcester firefighters battle the heat in a 3-alarm fire. Deputy Chief Martin DYER says several firefighters suffered heat exhaustion and were treated on scene.
On a hot day like today, really just you get tired very, very fast. It gets harder to do the job, and that's why we just went real fast with the alarms.
The fire broke out on the 3rd floor of a 6-family home on Birch Street.
First company on scene noticed heavy fire coming from the side windows. We had about 3 windows of fire.
All residents made it out safely, but DYER says 1 cat is dead and a dog is missing. Jamari Freeman Martinez says she grabbed 2 of her pets and exited, but forgot her cat Lindo in the commotion.
It just breaks my heart because I feel like it's my fault because I was just rushing to grab the dogs and I forgot about him.
Freeman Martinez lives in the unit next to where the fire broke out. She says she heard the fire alarm and then saw black smoke.
I be seeing a lot of fires in Worcester and I pray every day. And I always pray for people, and you know what I'm saying? And I always pray that this never happens, and it happened.
Deputy Chief DYER says the home has extensive damage. All firefighters are expected to be okay.
The guys really did a fantastic job of just getting this fire right off the bat, keeping it from extending to that second house over that you see next to it.
Many concerns go down. The most damage. The fire department isn't calling this building a total loss. As you can see, the 3rd floor has the most damage. DYER says the 1st and 2nd floor also have extensive damage from smoke and water. Live in Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Hundreds gather at the Immaculate Conception Church to say a final goodbye to fallen Worcester Fire Lieutenant John Kennedy. Firefighters from across the state came to pay their final respects. Worcester firefighters carried Kennedy's casket into the church while family and friends stood nearby. The 46-year-old died Saturday. The local union is calling his passing a line of duty death. The city has not released any information regarding his death. He was a 21-year veteran of the department. A new mobile surveillance camera will allow Worcester police to watch areas remotely in real time. The camera includes a strobe light and allows police to monitor large areas through the police department. On weekends, it will be parked by the beach or boat ramp. Weekdays, it will be parked at Main Street Park or Slater Street Park. A girl was kidnapped at Main Street Park in May.
surveillance video is huge. And now that we're seeing a lot more people have it, especially in private residences. The last case that we had with the abduction that happened in May Street Park, it was somebody's home security camera footage that helped us identify that suspect. So it's a huge part of investigations nowadays.
And residents say it offers a sense of security.
You can't watch your kids all the time. If you go to the park and you don't know who's around. So, I think it's a great idea.
Webster Police purchased the nearly $35,000 camera after approval from town meeting last fall. The man charged with killing Amanda Dabrowski earlier this month is found incompetent to stand trial. A judge found 28-year-old Carlos ASENCIO not competent at this point based on an evaluation at Bridgewater State Hospital. Prosecutors say ASENCIO stabbed Dabrowski multiple times at O'Connor's restaurant in Worcester. The two allegedly dated in the past. Patrons at the restaurant jumped in to help. Another man was stabbed during the attack while trying to help. ASENCIO's case has been continued to August 12th. A Worcester man is arrested in connection to a stabbing in the city Wednesday night. Police say 37-year-old Stephen Jenkins is facing multiple charges, including armed assault to murder. They say Jenkins stabbed a 22-year-old male on OREAD Street. Officers traveling near the area noticed a group of 15 to 20 people attempting to carry the victim. He was rushed to the hospital. His injuries are considered serious, but he is expected to survive. A digital scan of the Worcester Memorial Auditorium will help aid in the preservation of the historic building. Thursday, crews were able to get a look at the details hidden in the building with laser technology. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us live now to explain. Brittany.
Olivia, the laser measured the entire outside of the auditorium with a 1/4-inch accuracy. It was built in 1931, and local organizations say it's important to preserve the history.
3D model of our building as we've scanned it so far.
Land surveyors use laser technology to make sure architectural details at the Worcester Memorial Auditorium remain. The building is scheduled to be repurposed.
If anything was to happen down the line where they notice, a piece of the building was deteriorating, they can compare a scan that we've done now to a scan done later, and so that it's historically accurate if they wanted to restore.
They told me so. And Feldman surveyors say they were able to finish the project within a day. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Project New Hope is collecting donations to help supply back-to-school items for military children. People can either donate to Project New Hope directly or drop items off at Dollar Tree stores across central Massachusetts. Thursday, volunteers organized items and put them into backpacks. It's part of the back-to-school brigade. The full backpacks will be donated to military families with children.
A lot of the young military families, that they don't have a big paycheck. And to get a backpack full of school supplies, all the essentials that their children need to go back to school, they're very, very happy. They're very excited.
Project New Hope is in need of items like backpacks, rulers, and index cards. A youth and adult organization with the mission of creating opportunities for economic, social, and environmental justice hosts an event today at the Worcester Pop-Up. Worcester Roots is working with the city's Executive Office of Economic Development to overcome the boss-worker contradiction. They say all workers have a stake in the company. The number of cooperatives in Worcester is on the rise. They hope to draw in people who might be interested in starting one or joining one.
The difference is that when you're dealing with cooperative businesses, they a lot of times perform a lot of the same normal day-to-day duties that a normal business would. The difference is that when the money comes into the business, that profit distribution is a bit different. So where a traditional business may have all the excess profits and surplus go to their owners or to their shareholders, with a cooperative business, that wealth is redistributed back to their members, which is typically reinvested back into their local economy.
And Worcester Roots was founded in 2001 and incorporated in 2003. A Central Massachusetts family opens their own business. They have a love for dogs and figured what better way to show it than by opening a boarding service in North Oxford. As our Gretchen LaRosa explains, the Lucky Paw Lodge Dog Resort is more than just a kennel for dogs.
Dogs in Central Mass are about to get lucky. Lucky Paw Lodge in North Oxford offers a home away from home for dogs who need looking after.
Well, we've always done dog rescue. We've always been involved with animals our whole life, so it's just natural.
The owners of the lodge have been animal control officers in different central Massachusetts towns for more than 20 years. Owner Ann Salou rescued 6 dogs of her own.
So I've always been in the animal business, and I love dogs and cats too. And so that's what our passion, to take care of the animals.
The lodge opened its doors July 1st. The facility has a 76 kennel capacity and offers half days, full days, and overnight boarding.
If you've got 2 or 3 dogs, we can put them together and accommodate family dogs. Like us. The family wants to stay together, and we can accommodate that.
In an effort to reduce their carbon footprint, the facility was built with 70% recycled materials.
Just came out so much better than we ever imagined that even buying some new kennels wouldn't compare to what we have right now.
This is one of 3 outdoor play areas at the lodge. Owners say with 9-foot walls, dogs can play safely and owners know their dogs are secure.
We usually put the bigger dogs in the bigger yard and then little dogs in the little yard.
Their business is family owned and operated. Right now, they have 8 employees, but plan to expand.
I always ask the owners if it's okay if my boys play, and a lot of them are like, of course. They'll throw balls, they'll just sit and cuddle with them, so they're having a lot of fun here.
When it comes right down to the bottom line, it's all about family.
Gretchen LaRosa, Worcester News Tonight.
All right, thank you, Gretchen. Take a look at this video. A meteor lighting up the night sky over Massachusetts. This was just after 11 last night. This video coming from a viewer's doorbell camera in Leominster. Sightings were reported all over New England and as far south as Virginia. This is from a car dash cam on I-95 in Canton. Keep your eyes peeled for more of these coming in the coming weeks. The meteor shower peaks in mid-August.